Welcome to the video. So in this video we'll be creating a Kubernetes cluster and also taking a backup Kubernetes cluster on MinIO. MinIO is an open source, is like similar like S3 bucket of AWS. So we'll be taking backup in MinIO, and also we'll create a cron job so that it takes backup at every interval, like every day at 2 a.m. in the morning. Let's create Kubernetes cluster for first. So before we create Kubernetes cluster, we need to remove packages. Packages. So I'm using RHEL 9.6, and MinIO cluster is CentOS 9 stream. So these both nodes I'm using. So that's how it is. I'll be creating Kubernetes cluster on RHEL 9 and MinIO on CentOS. Okay, so let's create Kubernetes cluster on RHEL 9.6. There is some CDN issues which we get when we create clusters. So to avoid that, we are IP resolve is equal to 4. We are making it. So once we do that, let's disable the swap. Once swap is disabled, let's load the kernel modules which are there. Once kernel modules are loaded, then we need to create we need to set net bridge nf calls IP tables and all, right. So for that we need to create this command. When this command is run, let's load it at restart. For loading at restart, we need to run this command, ctl --- system. Once this is done, let's add packages related to CRI-O. I'll be giving you the documentation regarding this, so you will have all the commands used in this video. So you don't need to worry about it. Let's install CRI-O and try to enable it. I'll be providing the documentation in the description. You can find the documentation in the description. The documentation related to MinIO and also related to Kubernetes cluster on RHEL 9. You can both the documentation in the description, so you don't need to worry about it. Installing. Let's wait for it to get completed. Okay, it has installed. So let's now install CRI-CTL. For that, you need to run this command. Okay, CRI-CTL is installed. We are getting CRI-CTL info. We are getting the information. So ignore this error for now, because we don't need to worry about this error as of now, because network plugin is not installed in the cluster itself right now. Now let's add Kubernetes repositories. Once that is added, let's install kubelet, kubectl, and kubeadm. We check kubelet status. It will be in failed state or in failed state or dead state. You don't need to worry about that. It is in inactive state, dead state, right? If you enable it, then also it will not be a starting state. It will only start state. It will fail, but we don't need to worry about it because when we initialize it, it automatically will come up. Disable firewall. Once firewall is disabled, let's initialize the cluster. Initializing the cluster, you need to write kubeadm init pod network we need to give. Uh, After that, we need to run these commands, which are there here. kubectl get nodes. It will be not registered because there is no CNI there, right? We need to install CNI. For installing CNI, you need to run this command. And also, we have only one node, right? So one node. So we'll make master 01 as into schedulable state. So for that, we need to run this command node add role .io control plane. Now let's check the status of node. It is in ready state. We need to take backup of this cluster in MinIO. So to create backup of cluster in MinIO, we need to create MinIO, right? So I have another node which is on 192.168.0.100. That is MinIO. So let's create MinIO for now. I'm installing wget and curl because we'll be creating the binary of it, right? So for that you need wget and curl both. Create a user without a directory. User already exists. Okay, it is there because I tested yesterday. And then create a directory and change permission to MinIO user. Let's download the MinIO binary packages and then let's check MinIO version. We got the version here. After that, let's create a directory etc MinIO. So that our configuration file will be there in the directory. So let's copy the configuration files. Want to give user as MinIO admin and root password as strong MinIO password 123 and address MinIO OPTS's address console will be available on this console. Once that is done, let's change the permission of the directory to MinIO user because we have MinIO user, right? So we have changed the permissions. Once permission is changed, I'll create the systemd service for MinIO service. So let's create it. Let's reload the MinIO and then check the status of it. Check the status of it. It's active. MinIO admin and then password, that password I gave, right? So if no bucket is there as of now. Uh, so let's move to this later, but let's see. So we have to enable this port also, like 9099909001 port, this firewall D. So we have to enable that. It's already enabled, but we have to enable that. If you enable, then only it will come in. We'll get the dashboard, or else we'll not get the dashboard until unless that. Let's create SC Linux configuration also. We got MinIO dashboard, right? So right now I don't have bucket. Let's create a bucket. Dev. Like I'll save the backups in this folder, in this dev bucket. So before that, we need to create a user and create access key and secret key for that user. So let's create that using CLI. For that, we need to install MC. That's the command line tool for MinIO. Uh, so I'm installing MC. I'm downloading the binary package of that. I'll give all the commands and documentation. So we are changing the permission of MC and moving the binary file to user local pin MC. Once that is done, let's set the path, export path. We need to export the path and set it. So I've set it using this command. And let's check the version of MC. That's a command line utility for MinIO. I got the version, and also where is MC. Like I got both the commands output. Let's set correct credentials now. Let's use this command because that's a strong MinIO password of 1123 and strong MinIO admin. That's the username password for my MinIO, right? So once that is done, once that is done, let's MC admin info MinIO. I'm taking the info. This will give out your user details. Once that is done, let's create a user and then try to add that user. Mm, create a user. Created a user. Create as backup strong user password. That's the password and that's the username. And I want to attach a policy, read write policy to user create as backup. And then I want to create access key and secret key. So for that, you need to run this command: MinIO admin user svcacct add MinIO create as backup. When I add this URL comes, right. This is the access key and this is secret key. This is required for us to, this is required for us to let's copy and keep it, because that's required, because when we try to push it to push backup, then that is required. So let's copy it. create a bucket for Kubernetes backup. MinIO ls MinIO MC MinIO ls. It will give 𝐤𝐵ADS backup. That's the backup 𝐤𝐵ADS backup bucket which we created. Let's see if that backup is there. It is there, right? So 𝐤𝐵ADS backup is there. That bucket is created. So once that bucket is created, let's check the alias list. We need to install MC also in 𝐤𝐵ADS cluster. This is done now. MinIO setup is completed. We have created a bucket 𝐤𝐵ADS backup, and also we have set up everything from scratch, right? MinIO everything is set up from scratch to get into 𝐤𝐵ADS cluster, and then try to install MC in the 𝐤𝐵ADS cluster. For that we need to run these commands, same commands which we run on this cluster. No, we need HTTCTL. Sorry, I'm taking HTTCTL now. Need to install MC also in Kubernetes cluster. We have installed HTTCTL, which is required for 𝐤𝐵ADS backup. I'm installing MinIO MC client on this cluster, because we need to log into that user, right? 𝐤𝐵ADS user and access key and secret key you need to pass. We have installed HTTCTL now, just before, and we have installed MC now. Once that is installed, let's go to command and try to create a backup. We have to set MinIO backup. I think we need to set in Kubernetes cluster. Okay. Then let's check MinIO ls MinIO backup, that folder. There are two, right? 𝐤𝐵ADS backup and dev. Let's get to HTTCTL certs. We'll get CA certs, server key, CA cert, server cert, and server key. These are the three things which are required for backup. Exporting HTTCTL 3, and try to take backup. Taking backup, we need to run these commands. Saved under temp, right? So we need to check the status of it. Is there 3.5 MB? It is there. We have two folders, right? 𝐤𝐵ADS backup and dev. we have HCD snapshot. We have HCD snapshot, right? By checking the HCD snapshot by ls-lh temp HCD backup temp db. Let's upload the backup to MinIO. Let's see. It got uploaded. Got uploaded to dev. Sorry, dev. We have created this folder for this bucket, but there is nothing getting uploaded to create a bucket. We uploaded to dev because we gave this URL, right? MinIO backup dev HCD. Is dev, we have given dev, so that's why it has uploaded to dev. Now let's try to give it to create backup. It got uploaded. So now we have Firefox is getting updated. Let's wait for it. So let's ignore this dev and then let's focus on create backup that bucket. So we have this backup uploaded. Let me close this Firefox. I don't know why it got opened. Maybe I might have pressed something. Once that is done, so let's verify if it is there or not. It is there. So so we have created the backup and let's verify that by MC ls MinIO backup. Here it is. Backup. It is there. So whatever we save, it will be saved in under this bucket. Similar kind of thing which we are doing, right? So for S3 bucket also we need access key secret key. For this also we need access key secret key. So we have created access key secret key by creating a user and try to upload this snapshot via user via secret key and access key to MinIO. So our snapshot is saved in a 𝐾 backup bucket. Now let's create a script so that whenever we create when I want it to get automated in real time. We try to automate things, right? We don't do manually, like we don't do and trigger manual backups. So we try to do it by automation, by creating automation. For creating automation, let's create a file, user local bin. Let me explain what I have written. I've defined a variable, right? This is the backup directory which will take backup from, and then date, hours and minutes I have defined. Snapshot directory backup. This will be directory backup, and it will take directory from that snapshot HCD and the date it will provide. And then MinIO alias I have provided, right? So MinIO aliases will be like okay. Let me change it to 𝐾 backup. And this is the command. This is the same command which I run when I run for manual backup, right? So this same command which I'm providing here, and then I'm uploading this snapshot to MinIO bucket by using mccp snapshot name, and then MinIO alias will be this MinIO backup bucket, MinIO backup folder, and in that MinIO backup bucket, and then removing the snapshot once it is uploaded from my local laptop. I'm removing that snapshot once it is uploaded. Snapshot, okay, I'm removing that. So this is a simple command which I'm writing it here. First I'm exporting the HTTCPL API is equal to 3, exporting that, so that it requires HTTCPL HTTCTL API. So I'm exporting that first, and then later point of time I'm trying to create a variables, and then after that I'm creating a aliases for bucket and MinIO aliases and bucket, and then trying to take the snapshot using HTTCTL command. Once that is done, I'm uploading the snapshot to folder and bucket. Once it is uploaded, I'm deleting the snapshot. So let's try to run this command manually and try to see if it is getting. Let's change the permission first of all. Once permission is changed, let's try to run. It should come. Another snapshot should be there. Yeah, it is there, right? So it is there. 943, 943, 943. Okay. Let's create a cron job for it, so that every day at 2 a.m. in the morning it will try to take snapshot. For creating cron job, you need to have. Let's create a cron job to take backup at 9:46 a.m. in the morning. Let's take for 9:46 a.m. So let's create a backup for that. 9:46 a.m. It will take in 1 minute. So if I check cron top -L, it should show me that 9:46 a.m. backup. Yeah, it will show me. And status, if I see, I should get the status of cron job, cron D, and also enable. I need to enable it. You check the status of it. It has taken, right? So it has taken automatic backup. So at 9:46 it has taken. So our setup is completed now. So let's check the status of it. Oh, it has removed it. So it has removed the backup which it has created. So it will not show it, and it will not show it anyway. So it created and it removed it. So we don't need to worry about it. So remove the backup. We have written RM, right? The script also we have written RM. because we have written rm, right, rm hyphen f, so it will remove the script, it will remove the backup immediately after gets uploaded to the folder. It will happen in seconds, so by the time we could see, it has removed it. That's why it is not showing there anyway. So anyway, we have taken the backup, right? Backup is happening automatically. So we change it to take it every day at 2 a.m. Cron tab hyphen e. If you press, so give me the edit option. So every day it will, at 2 a.m. in the morning, it will take the backup. So that's all I wanted to cover in this video. Like, we have created a Kubernetes cluster and then tried to create a backup of it in MinIO S3 bucket. S3 bucket called as 𝐾 backup. So in this video, I have created a Kubernetes cluster and then try to install Kubernetes completely on kubeadm Kubernetes cluster. So I've created one node. So if you check, I only have one node. One node is sufficient for testing purpose. That's all. So I've created Kubernetes cluster, and also after creating Kubernetes cluster, I moved to another node wherein I created the MinIO dashboard, and I installed MinIO and then try to create a bucket and try to create a user and try to create access key and secret key. Once that is created, I installed MC client in MinIO and then try to so I installed MinIO MC client and then try to create a user and then try to create a bucket 𝐾 backup, so that backup gets and sit in the 𝐾 backup folder in bucket. So I've created a folder called as MC. Let me check. MinIO backup folder. In that folder, I've created a bucket called as 𝐾-dev. That's all I wanted to cover in this video. Like, we have created a cluster and then try to take a backup of it and then try to save it in MinIO dashboard. It gets saved in MinIO dashboard. I could see that there are three backups we have. So that every day at 2 a.m. in the morning, it will take a backup and try to save it in the in this in MinIO dashboard. In this case, it is backup bucket. This bucket we created via CLI, right? So we have created via CLI, and then this complete thing is the complete thing we created in CentOS 9, and in Kubernetes cluster is Red Hat 9.6 version. So that's all I wanted to cover in this video. Thank you for watching.